Alright, here we are for round number 1 with our white-black zombies deck. Would I like to play first? Yes. And this is possibly foreseeable. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and mulligan this hand. We are running 16 lands. Alright, this hand is fantastic. Go ahead and keep this. Wait on our opponent to respond. They've mulliganed to 6 as well. That's good for us. We'll go ahead and keep. See if they end up going down to 5 or not. They do not. I will bottom this. We'd probably end up scrying it anyway, so no reason to keep that on top. And our opponent thinking a bit about their scry decision, and they top. Okay. Go ahead and lead plains, pass it over to the opponent. So, you know, we are an aggressive bent deck, so having 2 3s, or a bunch of 3s really, is not ideal for us. But I do like having 4 non-basics here, because basically any of our cycling lands we can ship over. Alright, so our opponent looks like they maybe kept a 1-lander. They went desert first and then cycled. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and drop down the Unraveling Mummy. And then we'll probably drop the Lord next, which will pump this guy up. Opponent just drops a Swamp and passes it over to us. Alright, well, go ahead and play Lord. Could have also like played Camel and gained 2 life. But I like just getting this guy cracking in for 3. Don't think there's a black instant for 3 mana that we should be worried about at this point. Yeah. All the instant speed black removal I think is at least 4. I guess if they could have Splendid Agony, but that's not going to kill it outright. Also, it's probably better to wait on this Camel until we at least got a desert somewhere. This looks like it might be Agony. Yeah, it is. Okay. So just take 1. And pass it back to us. Opponent missing a color here. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and attack him with both. And just play out our zombie hand. Hope that Bantu is not coming for his last reckoning here. But, oh, opponent found their 2nd color. Alright, so Forest in play. See if they can do anything big enough to recover here from our mass of various zombie beasts. Obelisk Spider, certainly not going to do it here. I think I might just... So I could do one of 2 things. 3/3. Yeah, I think we'll just hold this. Hold my baby. And attack with everything. Give the... no. Give the 3-power creature lifelink. Go to 7. Because now if they play 1 threat... Now we've dealt them 9. Now if they play 1 threat, we give everything menace, and we've got lethal. Which is why I did it that way rather than delay it a turn. So if it's just this one thing, it's probably not, though. It's probably 2 things. So it's the Feral Prowler here. Alright, so we can give everything menace, attack with everything, but... that means they'll double and give something, or attack with these 2 and give whatever they block Death Touch. Let's go ahead and do that. Give menace, attack with all, or with the 2 3-power guys. They'd probably double up on the Camel here. In which case we just give Death Touch. This is a pretty brutal wombo combo here. I could have played the desert to get the discard value, but I'm alright here. So we get in for 3 and kill both of their cards, or their creatures rather. They do get to draw a card off the Prowler. But I'm pretty happy with that sequence. Hope Tender, sure. Well, you're going to have to do better than that. I am just going to go for the Menace here. If it's Splendid Agony number 2, that's a bit of a bummer, but otherwise, just going for it. They must have something here. A Flash Cheetah, perhaps? Just another Agony. Okay, so they're going to go to 1. I can't do anything about that. Double Agony is... Oh, and they get to gain a life here, so they're going to get 3. Go ahead and play Camel and pass. Double Agony. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this, our deck list. We do have 2 Wretched Camels and an Oketra's Avenger as X1s. So we may want to remove those to not get totally punished by that card. Especially with them having 2 of them. It can be very, very devastating for us. Well, they're figuring out what to do. I do certainly like our spot here. I'm not nervous about losing the game, but okay. They've had enough. So let's take a quick look at our sideboard, which, as I do recall, is pretty plentiful. Do we want to bring in some higher powered stuff in favor of these pretty fragile creatures, really? So what could we bring in? We could bring in like an Hour. We could go higher, bring in Hour, Servants, and Scrounger on the draw. We got Doomfall as well. I don't hate Doomfall here. Going a more controlling around. Doomfall is pretty atrocious with a Desert's Hold, though. That's one thing to think about. Alright, I'm going to not go Doomfall. I am going to go Hour, Servants, and I think Scrounger. I could see bringing in like Curse as well. They were black-green, so I'm not really thinking about Forsake unless we see like a Torment of Venom. I don't think Pitiless Vizier is going to be very good. Yeah, I'm going to just go full goodbye X1s against double Splendid Agony and see how that works out. Never really made that kind of sideboard transformation, but it feels right. Yeah, definitely going to keep this hand. Opponent keeps their 7. I will keep our 7 as well. Alright, go ahead and play our Desert of the Glorified tapped on 1. Make sure we curve out here. We can have a nice little 2, 3, 4 life here. If we draw the lands, and we do. Binding Mummy down on 2. Opponent cycles a green desert. Crypt of the Eternals. Well, I do not think that card is very good, and gives me a hint that they want blue and or black mana from their deck. Not what I was expecting for sure, so we'll go ahead and tap down the Moaning Wall. Oh, I should say always yield and always yes to this trigger. go ahead and attack with the mummy. Our servants are going to be able to tap something next turn. That's an Oasis Ritualist. And that's got to die for sure. Alright, so let's go Desert, Unraveling Mummy. Doesn't really matter what we tap here. Attack, attack. Now next turn we have some options. We can like dagger and equip, we can dutiful servants, we can just activate our zombies. So it'll depend on what they do. But I certainly don't like that they have a ritualist down. So I wonder if this means that they have Bolas, that they're playing the Crypt. If it means they just have, if they're just playing Crypt as like a awkward Painted Bluffs duel to be able to cast a Scarab God or a, what is the other one? Yeah, Scarab God is the blue-black one, and Scorpion God is the red-black one. So one of those two, maybe. Very curious here about what's going on. Oh, right. I forgot. All right, we're gonna do a little tech here mid-stream. Okay, so we're just final rewarding our Lord of the Accursed. Forgot that I had cropped out the well, anyway, I'd cropped out the time in their hand and their library, so that's pretty relevant information for watching. So I think now we should be good. Okay. What to do here? So I could just attack with both. Just think what I'm going to do. The Cropmate gives me like a pretty... I think they might be realizing that this is a lot more of a problem than the Lord of the Accursed was. But the Cropmate also just gives me free reign to go, okay, well, they're just going to block with Moaning Wall. Okay, gain Death Touch until end of turn. And goodbye, friends. And play Cropmate and pass. This painful lesson will be nice to give us a little bit of card advantage, or could potentially close out the game in the other way and firing off the last 2 points of damage against our opponent. Something's going to receive a Splendid Agony here, I wonder, or perhaps Lethal Sting. One way or another feels like something's about to get got here. Nope, they've undone it all. A Tenacious Hunter, okay. Now they do have Splendid Agony up and available at the moment. So that's important to know. Oh, even of Enduring Hope, huh? Now I could have just played Dutiful Servants and tapped down something, but kind of awkward in terms of our mana. Now I will gladly... So it looks like we've got a Splendid Agony here. So I'm going to go ahead and give you Death Touch until end of turn. And I think that's got to be it. They've got Agony here. They're going to exert, put the counters here, and so then we're basically trading Agony and the Agony and Oasis Ritualist for these two creatures. So what am I missing out on? Nothing. I might as well just do this here. I don't know how I get blown out here, but I'm sure it's by something. Right. So we saw... Oh, so you're just gonna kill... We're just gonna kill everything. That is quite unexpected, I would say. That was a 3 for 3. That's fine. They drop another Ritualist. Okay. Well, we're going to drop an Aven of Enduring Hope. Gain 3. Depending on what they do, probably just plop a dagger on there next turn. I'm also just like, how did this person get 2 Oasis Ritualists? I've never seen a green deck in my life in the past 2 weeks. Alright, what's this? What's this big bad play? Shafet Monitor, not something I'm particularly concerned with. Now let's take a look at the clock in terms of time, in terms of attacks. If we can go 3, then 5, then 5, doesn't do it. So I do really want to go 5 and go attack for 5 3 different times. So it's not the most mana efficient play, but knowing that I will be able to gain a little life off my Solitary Camel, so they've got to have removal for this now, and they might. Looks like maybe a Lethal Sting, but they're going to attack first. I don't know. We'll see. Sand Strangler, that's pretty disastrous here. Yeah. Alright. I see you. I see you. So we'll go Camel and Dutiful Servants. What do we want to draw here? Not really loving drawing an Hour. Time to Reflect would be okay. A Desert's Hold, a Sun Scourge Champion would be pretty nice. Okay, so we've got another Splendid Agony in our midst, it seems. So I'm going to throw Camel on Strangler and Servants on Ritualist and take another 6, unfortunately. And this game turned around quite quickly for our opponent, basically off the back of Sand Strangler. The eternal debate between my podcast co-host Ben and I is Team Sand Strangler and Team Banewhip Punisher as best uncommon in the set. I am firmly in the Team Sand Strangler camp, and think sort of, wow, they just, that's surprising to me. So we get to gain 3 and trade with the Strangler, which I'm not upset about by any means. They just play a Doomed Dissenter. See what we draw. Draw a Desert of the Glorified. Not ideal. Go ahead and cycle that away. Time to Reflect is great. I will Painful Lesson myself here. Wow, land. Okay, go ahead and equip the dagger. And hopefully this will incentivize them to only attack with Shafet Monitor, and we can Time to Reflect, and maybe stabilize, maybe not. Seen a good number of lands from our deck. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So only 6 left. One of them is a desert. So 5 just plain land draws. The rest, yeah, so just the Shafet Monitor coming on in here. We'll get to go ahead and block. And Time to Reflect. Now they've been stuck on 5 lands, so we know that their hand is full of gas. So I certainly don't feel like we're out of the woods by any means at this point, and I'm still curious about what they're splashing with the Crypt of the Eternals. Could be a not very terrifying thing. Like, it could just be for a Sand Strangler and some blue thing, but certainly on my toes right now. Alright. Going full tippity tap here. Yep. The Scarab God. Okay. Well, probably not beating that this game. They probably just block with Doomed Dissenter. Oh, they do block with... Oh, they're just calling my bluff here. I don't know why they would do that. Yeah. So they'll take 1. They get a 2/2. We'll go ahead and play our Scrounger of Souls. We'll put the dagger on there. Pass it up. But there's just very little way that we can win this game. What could they go grab? Especially them being able to grab all of our zombies. I think I'm just going to go ahead and concede and go to game 3 here. We do have Desert's Hold that we could draw to plop on the Scarab God, which would answer it just fine. So I guess I'll wait. And we could also draw Razaketh's Right and be able to cast Desert's Hold in that turn. So we have 2 live draws at the moment. So I won't go ahead and pack it in now, though I definitely want to. Seeing these gods on the other side of the table are just punishing. They're very, you feel a lot of dread. Like, well, I can't really do anything. So, but in this case, we could actually do something. Could Desert's Hold, could Razaketh's Right. Could win on a clock, considering our opponent has 6 minutes behind us. But they're probably just trying to think about what creature they should be. They're thinking about it eternalizing at this point, and which creature should it be. And it almost certainly should be our Aven of Enduring Hope, would be my guess. Get yourself a 4/4 flyer that gains you 3 life. That would seem to be pretty good to me. Or maybe they just time down, I'm not sure. Don't really know what they're thinking. Oh, so they're not going to do it right now. They're just going to scry 1, drain 1. And they put the card on top. Not great for us. Now what? So you found the thing, you put it on top. Should be pretty easy to navigate your turn now, right? Do they crack in with the Scarab God? They do. Well, I guess we're going to take the 5. Gosh, it's tough. Tough seeing the Scarab God on the other side of the table. Seeing the Scarab God and the 2 Splendid Agonies, because I'm now of 2 minds about how I want to sideboard for match 3 or for game 3. I would like to be aggressive to punish them for their, awkward mana draws, and to try and get through the ritualists and such. While they play Spider, they can still eternalize with Oasis Ritualist exerted. Yeah, okay. That's going to do it. I don't even think with Desert's Hold or Right for Desert's Hold we could have done it. And our Wrath's not going to do it. So certainly on the play I'm going to cut this Wrath here. I'm going to, I think certainly Doomfall is going to come in to try and nab that thing out of their hand. Question is about these camels. Camels aren't bad if we've got deserts. I think camels could be okay. And maybe we take out the Scrounger, because I don't think we're winning those games anyway. Could I have a Mighty Leap? Claim to Fame? No. So what did we end up bringing in? Maybe cut Dutiful Servants? And just swap these 3 for these 3 on the play here. Yeah. All right. Good luck to us. Actually, maybe I want Dutiful Servants over Steadfast Sentinels. All right. This is a fantastic hand. Get 2 into 3. think we can afford to not play Desert, because if we're worried about just Agony, this will be a 3/2 by the time they're able to cast it. So I'm going to get a little greedy here. Well, that's a good draw. Well, let's just do that instead. Just go Mummy Paramount. Now this will be a 4/4 attacking on turn 2. Alright, so this is the hand we're sort of hoping for that can punish them before they can set up all their mana and get their aggressor, or get their control deck going. Alright, so now we just play Lord. Okay. They find a forest. Go ahead and attack for 4. They play that forest. Devotee of Strength. Interesting. I think what I'm going to do... I think I'm going to Jarrah's Resolve. I'd rather save Desert's Hold for the Oasis Ritualist. And if they do nothing, if they choose to do nothing, so I'll cast the Resolve here. And I think, just going to cycle this Desert and play a land. The reason for that being, I did not want to have Wretched Camel dangling out there. I also like that it could get a trigger, but maybe that was a little weird. Okay, they play Crypt of the Eternals. They do get to gain a life. If they play in a Ritualist here, I'm slamming Desert's Hold. No question. Yeah, I do wish that Wretched Camel was on the battlefield right now. I do. I could have just played Desert tapped and played Camel. And that's probably what I should have done. Ritualist? Oh, Baleful Amonkhet. Well, that's interesting. That is very interesting. I'm still going to just hold it. Okay, I don't want them gaining life. And at this point, if they had a Ritualist, I assume they would have played it. Maybe not, but I'm not... What do you got? What do you got? Sand Strangler? Could be Strangler. Strangler for the Lord, yeah. Okay. We got a game on our hands. We do get to go Zombie. Attack you for 4. And our Afflictors are not going to... this Afflict is going to add up from the sword, I think. Now, it could be... We could be too late. We could certainly be too late. They're now up to 6 mana, still 4 cards in hand from our opponent. It's a tense one. It's certainly a tense one. Okay, there's a Hope Tender. And a Feral Prowler. Time to Reflect. That's a fantastic draw for us. Wow, wow, wow. Alright, so we're going to go Dagger. We're going to put Dagger on the Eternal. And I believe we're going to attack here. Yeah. So we trade with Hope Tender, which I think seems pretty good to me right now. They go to 3. I do wish that we got to save it with time to reflect, but Cest Levy. Oh, this is a tense one. I feel the game slipping from us. I wonder about that attack. Maybe I was supposed to put it on Mummy Paramount. And then, man, that's probably what I was supposed to do. Get the 1 Afflict from Mummy Paramount. Then get the 2 Afflict, time to reflect, get the 2 Afflict again. And just hope they didn't have removal. They're just going to pass. So they must have final reward here. We'll go ahead and throw a dagger on the Mummy Paramount. I assume something is just getting killed here. Yeah, this is going to be final reward. Sure. Now I think I'm just going to throw this on here and pass. Again, I really want to keep these deserts to cycle. I know I feel like it might be seeming a little greedy, and maybe it is actually just a little greedy, but so had we done it the opposite way, right? Had we put it on Mummy Paramount, had we done it the opposite way, both of our creatures would still be dead, and they'd be at 4, not 3. So the way it worked out, we dealt them 1 more damage, but the game is still a ways away from being won here. Cycling Shafet Monitor, happy about that. They're still going to have Splendid Agony mana available. So they find an island. And they've drawn. They've certainly not played quickly, which has been tough for this YouTube video. But sometimes people don't play quickly. They're thinking through their lines. This is seem to be piloting a 4-color deck. It's not always the easiest. Devoted Cropmate is a fantastic draw. Oh boy, is that a fantastic draw. All right. Let's see what we can do here. Something might just be getting agonied here, which would honestly not be the end of the world. Okay, Afflict. And I think, gosh, do I want to fire off this time to reflect? I do, because they don't have removal. Because if they had, they wouldn't have blocked and taken 1. I'm gonna drop the Cropmate. Still keeping the desert in hand. Playing it pretty close to the chest here. I don't really know what that means. But Cropmate getting back Kenro Eternal is really nice. Wow. Did not expect to see a Splendid Agony there. And they discard Ritualist. Okay. Alright, I can't really afford to have them kill it. Like, they're gonna kill it. That's my assumption here. They do not want us to get back Kenro Eternal because that would be lethal. Alright, they do, I guess. Unless they've got... Well, maybe they've just got... Maybe they've just totally... I've owned myself by not... Because I can now block... And then if they've got Agony number 2, they can just drop it down on the Eternal. Yeah, looks like they do. Okay. Well, what removal do we have left? Not any? Painful Lesson? Painful Lesson could do it. Well, this is exactly why I wanted to, Do I want to equip here? Put him to 1, get Sand Strangler dead? Do I think that I would have a better shot to just cycle Desert here? And I've fired off Resolve, I've fired off Time to Reflect. I'm not going to find anything I can play. Alright, so I will just equip, try and gain the extra life and put him to 1. Make any future creature top decks lethal. Force a removal spell. Oh, they consign. Okay, well that makes me feel good about not playing out everything at least. Now we've got two cards in our deck that can be wins. Razaketh's Right and Painful Lesson. Alright, so they're going to Oblivion us. We will pitch the 2 lands. Get in for 3. Play Camel. Go ahead and pass. Lethal Sting. Yep. And that's bad, but like I said, we still got outs here. And they're Hellbent. Also, Aven is and our flyer is a good draw. Certainly got outs. I guess I'll go ahead and cycle this. Oh, that's a great draw for us. Great draw for us. 2 great draws for us. We'll go ahead and play Champion and equip. Wish I could equip instant speed to gain 2 more, but alright. Now, even if our opponent finds the Locust God here, or Scarab God here, might just be able to win on time. Like, not the easiest thing. To win in 2.5 minutes with a card that has so many triggers and clicking involved. Alright. Yeah, I think I'll pitch Sentinel here. And play a land and equip. You're at 1. What you got? This is the part of the game where I just stare at their clock, because usually the clock freeze happens before the window pops up that says, ooh, we got a GG, close one, your deck is great, from the opponent. Bring this on screen to show the peeps. Looks like they may be typing more, I guess. One dude with a similar one before was hoping to do better this time. That's a bummer. Second go. Add to the Scarab God ramp deck. Still got to be fun to pilot, though. All right. Well, that went pretty well. Pretty happy with how that deck worked out. Not sure about the sequencing there with Wretched Camel. I think we probably wanted Wretched Camel in play at one point. Alright, certainly hand needs a white source at some point, but we're on the draw. We've got action. We always had it anyway. Always had the white source anyway. That's how you do it, boys and girls. That's how you win 49 trophies. Ooh, a blue-black cycling deck. That's exciting. Play Mummy Paramount here. get to do the old attack with a 4/4 next turn play. Though, probably want to go with those who serve first to attack with a 3/3, and then attack with a 4/4 and a 3/5. After playing Lord of the Accursed. I like that. And nothing from our opponent. Alright, well, we will go those who serve first. This could get countered as well. But countering of those who serve seems pretty lame if I'm in my opponent's seat. I'll just crack in with Paramount. They might bounce here. Yeah, that's fine. That's a pretty good turn of events for us. Wow, and they're cycling Hollow One on our turn. Not on their turn to get the Cunning Survivor bonus, but on our turn. So I wonder what that means. I wonder if they've got a Sarcophagus. Well, and red opens up the... Which god do they have? Are they really on the full mill plan? Okay, we're gonna go Paramount Avenger here, though Avenger looking pretty sad against a Seer of the Last Tomorrow. And Ominous Sphinx. Look at this. Look at this deck, opponent. Alright. Well, I guess let's cycle first. No. Let's play Lord. Can't imagine drawing anything that I'd rather play. And I'd like them to be a little nervous about blocking here. Oh shit. Ah, what a punt. They can just double block with Seer and Sphinx. But they've got to think we've got a pump here. I don't know. This might be a genius bluff, but I didn't actually think about this. They're just going to bounce them off each other. Okay, fine. Genius bluff confirmed. We'll go ahead and just pass and cycle on end step. So we're in a bit of a pickle here. Certainly would like an Unraveling Mummy. Wow. Grizzly Survivor, huh? So now with Sphinx and Seer, they can give something -2, -0 whenever they want. Which is obviously not ideal. Go ahead and cycle. You know, Binding Mummy is a great draw. Binding Mummy is a very, very good draw here. So we get to go Binding, Wretched, and the question is, do I want to, I think I just want to tap Seer now. So there's no funny business. Yes. Okay, so they just are going to have a cycler. And now what I'm going to do is go attack, attack, exert. There we go. They can cycle and shrink something. Yeah, I think we just got to let it go. Oh my god, what? They're just going to take 11? Okay, so there's that. There's that then, is that they could just take 11, which was a surprise to me, and they've just conceded. Okay. I'm not sure if they, maybe they don't know that this interacts quite favorably with the other cards on their battlefield, but they must. I think they must. Well, not going to complain about that. Do I want a Doomfall? Probably not. Do I want a Scrounger of Souls? Probably not. Now we saw a 1/4 and a 1/3. So Camel's not great, but with Double Lord and Unraveling Mummy, they do become better. So Dutiful Servants. Forsake, a Mighty Leap. Mighty Leap might actually be pretty good. Might be better than Jeru's Resolve. Let's do that. Let's make that change for sure. Just to sort of push through their high toughness creatures. Everything else looks okay here. Definitely like dagger in this matchup. Alright, we're not like that. Could consider playing Pitiless Vizier as well. For the same reason. Wow, this hand is just fantastic. Definitely keeping. This Vile Manifestation is sorely out of place. Nah, I'm gonna cycle that eventually. Cunning Survivor. Alright. Mummy Paramount. This is all looking very familiar from game one. Certainly appreciating the pace of play my opponent is giving us right now. Alright, well, Forsake the Worldly coming in. Time to Reflect is a great draw here. Yep, and attack for 4. It's an interesting deck our opponent has. Naga Oracle, huh? Okay. What can Razak... I should actually also probably want to bring in the Wrath now when I see a monument. They're binning Amulet and Aerial Guide. Looks like they're keeping 1. Alright. And nothing. That's a good draw. That's a good draw. Alright, well, we will play this Desert. We will play Binding Mummy. Pump up the volume. I think attack with Paramount. I don't know if they just like, do they just jam all creatures in here or just they just chump? They're gonna jam all. Well, we do get to, oh, nope, 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 nope. Just chumping. Okay. Bit more reasonable. And Lethal Sting the Lord. Goodbye, friend. So I think I like Painful Lesson Us. Nice. That's actually a great draw. Play Avenger and pass. I mean, Avenger isn't great against a bunch of 1/1s from Oketra's Monument, but they'll run out at some point, right? Right? Fraying Sanity. So now we see. Now we see what the true meaning of Christmas is. All right. We're definitely bringing in Forsake if we make it to game 3. Though they've got a bunch of do-nothing stuff, so I'm not convinced that we're going to make it to game 3. All right, so just, I think, equip up Avenger, attack with everything. Could also have just, like, thrown it on a zombie and attacked. All right, block, block. I got no problem with that. Go ahead. Your go, opponent. They've got a Seer. Okay. They've got a Seer. We've got a game on our hands right now. I can mills for 6 a turn. Play Those Who Serve. Go ahead and tap the 1/1. Pump it up. Attack, attack. We will time to reflect the Cunning Survivor. You're going to take 3. And I am probably just going to cycle right. So I can do it in response to this trigger. Okay. Play a land. I am gonna what? Just gonna put it on the 2/4, so I don't have to exert, because they're probably just jumping anyway with the 1/1. Sure. Go ahead and play the Vile Man. Do you want to mill me for 3? Oof. Yeah, do you want to mill us and grow the Vile? Yeah, now it's a 3/4. Is that really what you want? Why'd they say HOU? Our opponent is chatting to us. Oof and HOU. Not sure why. Okay. In response to the, or after the trigger, I'll go ahead and cycle. Oh, Ken Returnal's great. These are actually both great draws because we just get to go tap, tap, and attack with both. Tap the Oracle. Not really sure what beats us here, but Winds of Rebuke. And you are still dead. Okay. Nice. All right. Let's trophy this one, huh? Let's go trophy for our second video. It seems good. Check the old leaderboard while we're waiting. Yep, hanging out there at number 5 spot still, but in striking distance of number 3, or number 4 rather. Still so far away from Asura 4, Rolo Tony rather, and Holla at him, who just skyrocketed at the start of the format. And then I think just stopped for a bit. All right. All right, would I like to play first? Yes. I'll keep this hand. Go ahead and play the desert out. Oh, Slitherblade, huh? Aggro on aggro. Okay, well, I see what you're doing. You've got one game plan here. If I don't draw a swamp here, that's a problem. Oh, it's close. It's very close. I wonder what the second color is. Can't be mono blue, can it? Yeah, maybe it can. Don't want to equip the dagger. I guess I realize it doesn't change the clock, at least immediately. Wow. Alright, well, I'll attack with Binding Mummy. Maybe, I mean, countering this doesn't really do a whole heck of a lot because it's only really trading with half a card. So what do you got here for me? Nimble Obstructionist. Jeez. Yeah, this is going to be a 3-turn clock if they equip the flyer, or even if they don't. Got to find a Desert's Hold, really. Nope. Do I want to play 2 things? I think I do. So I'll attack. That's going to put him to 12. I mean, if we draw one of our 2 lords, we could win. But this is a pretty nasty start. Avon would also be nice. An Unraveling Mummy would do not quite enough. No, would do enough. Gaining 2 would do enough to what's currently happening to us. So we do have a couple of outs. Sunscourge Champion would do enough. This is also sort of on the contingency that they do actual nothing here, which seems fairly unlikely. Oh my god. That was not something I expected for them to do. Well, now I just play Dagger. And equip it to... what? The Camel, I suppose. And I'm sending in the clowns here. Okay. I gotta say, I am stunned right now at that play from our opponent. Stunned. Oh, they're green, so they're not super aggressive, it looks like. All right, we will cycle right. And play a land. And pass. Wow, and they're just conceding. They could have won that game. Our opponent could have won that game. Yeah, they misjudged who was the beatdown there, I think. Alright, Scrounger. Coming in. Is this right really that good? It's like, it's Vile Manifest. Is this nonsense good? Maybe just that's better. And like Pitiless Vizier is better. Maybe Mighty Leap against a blue deck. Again, over a Jera's Resolve. Cut these 2. Ship it. Yeah. Let's try that version. Gosh, only planes, huh? 2 shots at a black source, only 7 of them. 7 twice, but 3 of them are tapped. I think we got a mulligan this hand. This hand is much better. Keep and top. Slitherblade on 1 again. I wonder how many they have. I wonder how many they have. Okay. Well, we've got 3, 4, 5. Hurting for green again. Open into Wonder. Wow. Just a 3-mana cycle. Yeah, I'm going to go with Those Who Serve. There's just no reason to have this out before this. Alright, they found green. So now what? Now what can we expect from them? We know they've got a Hoopu at least. A hooded brawler. All right. Go ahead and attack in with those who serve. Could also have just left it back. Play Sentinel. Not actually sure about this whole sequence. Now we force them to exert. We're going to take 6. But we've got Scrounger. Could also block. I'm just going to block, actually. We're not the beatdown right now. We'd rather this be a 4-4 anyway. We'll get there. Bitterblade. Sure. Ooh, Wretched Camel, but no deserts. Kind of tempted to cast Painful Lesson here. Yeah. If we don't draw an untapped land, we're in a bit of trouble. Oh, what a luck box. Go ahead and just play out the Eternal. And think attack. Desert would be great. Desert would be great. Certainly trading. What 5-drop is this? Hour of Eternity, Bitterblade Warrior. Alright. Alright. I see you. I see you. I'm gonna go Lord. We're gonna go Camel? Yeah. Because now, if they... So they're probably going to go exert, exert. And we get blown out by any bounce here. Yep. Yep. And we get to block and block here. Yeah, alright. Oh, pump. Pump, sure. Crop mate? Camel crop mate? Maybe I just wanted to play Scrounger there, honestly. That was probably dumb. Pass. I don't know why I'm not attacking there. I should have just played Scrounger. I don't know what I was thinking. Frilled Sandwall, huh? Okay. Desert would still be decent. Exert. Get my duder back. Play Scrounger. Flash Cheetah. Wow. Green-blue aggro. This I have not seen. This I have not seen. You gonna go gadget with everything? Doesn't seem like you should. Just with that, huh? Alright. I will gain 3 and kill your hooded brawler. Another Sandwalla, okay. What else we got? We got a desert. We got a desert finally. Well, I can just go like play this, play this, play this, get the last card out of your hand, tap you. Oh boy. Wow, 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 wow. Was not expecting to see that. Alright. We're going to get him with the Kenro Eternal here. We on the beat down now, boys and girls. Blue-green aggro with Godfarrow's Gift, Open into Wonder, an Hour of Eternity. What an interesting deck. What a very interesting deck our opponent has. And they don't want to block. That's... If you thought I was going to describe that as interesting, you were right. I think that's interesting. And this is not ideal for them. If they want to attack us, they're in a pretty tough spot because of... Well, we'll see what they do. Just because of the Menace trigger. Or they know we're going to have something tapped down with our Binding Mummy next turn. They're going for it, huh? Okay. No Exert on Bitterblade. That seems like a pretty big mistake. So I'm going to go ahead and go... Ooh, is that just to entice us? I wonder. Well, we're certainly going to go... We could just go block, 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 take 4. I think taking 4, killing 3 things is better than the alternative. We also get the last card out of their hand. Let's do that. Oop, this is just pump, pump. And what creature do we bring back? Probably Binding Mummy. And why not attack with Slitherblade, huh? Why not attack with Slitherblade? I wonder. Been a very interesting game. Okay, no pump on the Wretched Camel. They don't want it to die. They want to be able to cast whatever's left in their hand. Yeah, they screwed that one up, it looks like. Ooh, Time to Reflect. My goodness, I'm thrilled to see that card. Okay. So, I mean, we can threaten lethal. We can threaten lethal and get back 2 threats, so we know we'll be killing something, and we'll be left with a 3/3, and no, we won't be left with a 3/3. We can't risk the Lord. Can't risk the Lord. I think we just go Cropmate Eternal and get back Binding Mummy. Eternalize the Sentinel, and hope they don't top deck something for the win. Because otherwise we've got him. My God, that Miasmic Mummy getting Godfarrow's Gift out of their hand when they were stuck on 6 mana. That was the business. All right. the moment of truth here. And they've conceded. My goodness, trophy number 50 on the YouTubes. What a treat. All right, thanks everybody for hanging out. If you haven't already, please click that little subscribe button. And if you haven't come check out my Twitch page, you must do so. Twitch.tv/LordTupperware. I'm also on Twitter at twitter.com/LordTupperware. All right, see you next time.